There you have it, guys. It is going to be the Europe pack on the 14th of December. What everyone already had in mind with yesterday's live stream, also with little hints in the last couple of images. So here we are, and we are just going to quickly go through that trailer again, even though there is not that much in there because basically everything is out there, which you'll see in a couple of seconds in the forum post. But yeah, here we go. This is going to be the Europe DLC, and I've got some mixed thought on that, but more on this later in the video. So this is not going to be the usual crazy video because there are some things I have in mind I really want to talk about at the end of the video. But first of all, let's have a look at this amazing trailer again step by step. So we have this opening shot which kind of reminds of Venice, obviously. So I have the little channel, or even could be like France, if you will. And then over here you can see it transitions into something completely different because that's like super Dutch inspired. I can't really tell apart what kind of pieces are new and which are not. I'm quite sure that these couple of limestone things look to be very much new. We also have this yacht kind of thing over here, which I guess is one piece, or maybe at least most of it is one piece, and then maybe a couple of little things are adjusted to it. So yeah, you can see this is all setting up here to be very European inspired. So the next frame you can see the train going from this yeah, almost like Italian style. This could be like Piedmont style kind of build. Like everything is mixed, you know. It's very much European mix, as the forum post suggests, which we are going through in a minute. So don't stress too much. We will going to talk about this wonderful forum post as well, to also know about all the animals. You've potentially already seen 2 of them in here, but we also have some more images. Now, you can see there's this little bicycle, which you already have. Like most of the pieces over here I can recognize, even though this thing looks to be new over here, and some kind of things look to be a little bit new. But yeah, so there is a lot of cool stuff we are looking at right now over here. So you can see these kind of new things, which look to be, I don't know, could be Bavarian, but this is like pretty much like medieval European style. The same goes for this building in the back. It looks like very much medieval styled for the European medieval style architecture. So influences have it that this is all in here. So from France, Dutch, everything is in. I'm just going to skip forward a little bit so you can see this mountain in the back nicely sculpted. And this bridge over here, a certain Mr. Sylv will be very happy with, because that reminds me a hell lot of the bridge that he built for Koali Zoo, which I think still is surviving somewhere. I think Mike hasn't put it back in, but this is definitely something that is still a part of what Sylv has done. And just let's see. Yeah, there you go. The transition is pretty dope here with the light and stuff. So very cool. I mean, we could just take the guessing game and look at every single piece, but I think it doesn't really make too much sense because there will be a lot of new pieces. This frame over here, though, I wanted to spend a little bit more. So we have this pretty much winter market, a Christmas market, European vibe to it. We've got these new canopies with the striped pattern. Reminds me of what I did with Yosemite Valley in the first winter, like last year. Then we have this little hot dog truck or whatever this is. I mean, it makes kind of sense that we have this new truck element here, as we can now build shops as we will and want. There you have the fellow deer statue over here. So just giving away that we have this deer. And we've got an Ibex in here in this more, yeah, almost like Christian inspired church kind of glass, stained glass patterns, you know, the colored. And I think this will be also a very beloved piece over the time, because you can light this pretty nicely, as you can see over here. I'm quite certain we will get some without a pattern maybe to be able to just kind of recolor that. We've got the wonderful light assets here. You can see there's also like a new Christmas piece. I believe that tree could even be new. Not sure how small the smallest was from the last pieces we got, but just a couple of things in here we can see a glimpse at. And then obviously we come to the star of the show, I have to say, and this is the European fellow Lynx. Yeah, beautiful animal. We already had that in one of the zoos, but now we have it officially, and you can see it again, the 14th of December. This is where we are going to get this. But now let's jump over into the actual forum post. So there you go. This is the forum post, and I'm going to go quickly through it here because there's essentially not really that much more in here, as we've already seen in the trailer. But you can see travel across alpine mountaintops through the dense forest as a European winter tale like no other with Planet Zoo, with the latest Friends Zoo pack. Here we have a wonderful look at the new animal, the Ibex, and this is the Europe Alpine Ibex. And the good thing about this is my star sign, so I'm born in January, so that is kind of a good one for me. A very interesting animal to be added to the game. Not gonna lie here, this is something... In general, I haven't really expected that roster, which I'm going to talk about again at the end of the video. I'm sorry to really have to make you wait until the end, but I really want to go through it first of all, and there we go. Now, you can see this is our new animal roster that we will have in here. So, we've gonna get the Eurasian Lynx, we've just seen the Alpine Ibex, the European Badger, which is pretty cool, the European Fallow Deer, and a hot new exhibit animal, the Fire Salamander. And I think many of us have already guessed 4 of the 5 yesterday. The only thing missing was the Fallow Deer. I was kind of hoping alongside even it's gonna be like the Eurasian Otter, but it's not. So yeah, so all of which have their own requirements, challenges as you incorporate them into your zoos. Plus you'll see the European Badger resting in its burrows. That was something we all expected after we've seen the addition of burrows. Now go further into it, you can see there are going to be 250 new scenery pieces inspired by various European countries and cultures. You'll discover pieces influenced by Italy, France, Germany, the Netherlands, as we have clearly seen, and Switzerland, as well as winter-themed scenery will leave your zoo feeling super cozy. Plus lots of water and bridge theming through the new pieces, as well as some new foliage. We've spotted some of the new foliage already. Not sure if in that shot is any of them. I think there isn't. This build over here is pretty much the park that has been used to film the trailer. You will also be able to challenge yourself with a brand new timed scenario set in the foothills of an imposing alpine mountain. This zoo has 3 distinct themed areas. I think also this map is new by France, blah blah blah, and so on. And the Planet Zoo Europack will be available to purchase for £7.99 or $9.99 as well as euro on Steam 14th of December. And yeah, that's pretty much it about the forum post. Let's just quickly jump into some shots. So this is the first one showing off the Ibex. This looks pretty much to be an in-game shot, even though that looks almost like an artwork. So this is how detailed the fur is, and I'm quite impressed by it, to be honest. So let's hope it's gonna look the same in the game as well. You can definitely see already the different fur variants, the little one here in the background, and now we've also like another one, another shot here from the Christmas market, which is a bit more sharp. So you can see a couple of new items all over the place, especially obviously the new shops. We've got some lanterns. This almost looks like little mugs down here. Can I actually zoom, by the way? Oh, I can. Look at that. Yeah, this could actually be lamps, not mugs though. But yeah. So this is 110%. I don't want that. I don't want this. So this looks all to be very much new. The new roof pieces. Again, I think we don't have to go through them all, but this shot over here is pretty dang beautiful. This is the first daylight shot of the Lynx, and let me just quickly zoom in a little bit. Look at that. This is beautiful. The fur again looks pretty dang good, and again, I think they step up their fur game every single time. This one looks to be a new level when it comes to the different versions of especially big cat fur, whatever. However, I think in particular people who were moaning about the realism of big cats in the game will be pleased with this model. As much as I can tell from the images seen, this looks to be a lot more realistically designed rather than comic-y, and I think we can all agree that the line, as great as it looks in the game, still is a tad bit on the comic-y side of things, while Lynx looks to be a bit more on the realism side of things, which I like a lot. And then we have that last shot over here, which shows you a bit more of all the pieces and all the kind of stuff, like this big yacht kind of thing over here. This reminds me instantly of Camp Cretaceous at the moment, but that's like a different story. And you can see all the new pieces. I think there's a lot of limestone in here. The bridge, again, I have no idea if they built the bridge themselves or if that like is one asset. I truly hope that this is a build. Maybe they even asked Silp for that, I don't know, or they just downloaded Quali Zoo and whatever. And we do have a new wall set down here, which is a different type of stone array, I guess. Looks kind of cool, looks a bit more natural. I hope the bump map on that one is good and it's not going to be too flat. From this image it looks a bit too flat. However, keep in mind that with the photo mode, it might be that they zoomed out a bit and cropped in the field of view to make that cool look, and then sometimes you lose the depth of pieces because the LODs change, but you know, that's I don't know if that's a thing. Some cool shutters here and there, and you know, just in general kind of cool stuff. And yeah, this is back to the Ibex. I want to go quickly to this picture here. I'm just going to zoom in so we have it full screen and take a moment to talk about this DLC. Now, as you know, I love this game a lot. I really do love the game. This game kept on getting better and better, and I think especially with the free updates lately, this is significantly improved over the state of the game a couple of months ago. However, I will say with this DLC, I'm a bit split. I love the animal roster. I love the animals because I'm European, but I kind of think it's not a step back, but it's also not a step forward. It doesn't really add anything new in terms of animals. It doesn't really add anything special. Like, there's none of these animals is bringing in some crazy new animations or rig or whatever. So I'm hesitant a little bit. I'm waiting until I have really played the game with the new update, because I really always want to give the benefit of the doubt. First of all, the piece set will be without a doubt incredibly useful. It will be one of the best things, and especially for me as a builder, this is going to be a great pack nonetheless, because of all these brilliant new pieces. It's going to change a lot how we build, especially for the more kind of normal builds, if you will, and the overall width of pieces and materials in the game. It's going to be great. But in terms of actual depth of the game, in terms of animals, rosters and stuff, that's not really the step I was truly hoping for. I'm not saying that this is not the right DLC, because in fact Europe was the last kind of continent or area that needed to be tackled, so it makes a lot of sense now. But maybe it was just my false hope at this point, but I really wanted to address that I'm a little bit hesitant when it comes to this. But I really, I'm open to be surprised with this game actually, and with the animals actually. Again, I think the animals are all pretty cool. I think the only one we haven't really seen, we haven't seen the deer and the salamander anyways, but the badger is something I'm really, 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 really looking forward to, because that's something I think this is a kind of cool new animal. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think about this DLC. Is that what you expected? Are you looking forward to it? Maybe it's just because I'm European and I'm used to these animals mostly, and maybe the rest of the world will be pretty nuts now because they have, all these animals now, which is kind of cool. Let me know in the comments down below. That would be really, really interesting for me. Again, I will give you my full review when the DLC drops and can give you a better recommendation. This is just my initial thoughts after seeing that. It's still a very, very solid one and a very great one, but I'm not quite sure about exactly how I feel about the animal roster and what that means as an implication for the game moving forward into 2022. So a bit hesitant on that one. But again, the artwork and the quality of animals is just, again, outstanding. And I can't wait to see them actually move in my zoo. And hell, I need to go back to Yosemite and do a lynx habitat. No, thank you guys as always for the support. Again, please shoot me with all your comments what you think about this DLC and this pack. I'm going to be very excited to read what you think about this. And until now, that's it. Have a good time. And I talk to you in